Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the Haunted Basement Studio. I'm your host, Triple B, and in this final Halloween month of 2025 review, we are going to finish it out with Vampirella number 680 right here. Man, making their way onto the legacy run of 600, written by Christopher Priest, art by Ergun Gunduz, and man, and the story's starting to freaking take off. Now, let's see. I cannot give this thing justice with a storytelling review, so I'm just going to try to tell you what the hell's going on with Vampirella. So we're going to have two timelines here. We're going to have the present timeline, which is right now, and then we're going to have the future timeline, which is 2069. In the future, where Vampirella is the ruler of the world, and she is now being called the Witch of Ashtrone, where she has killed billions of people, but all the people she has killed were stupid freaking humans that don't know how to use their freaking weapons at all. So she just took them all out. And then now she is the ruler of the world, but some people are pissed at her and some people are not. And Vampirella's son, Maddie Cireo, he is right stuck in the middle of it. And is he a good guy or a bad guy? He is kind of a bad guy, but he is trying to stop Vampirella and trying to have her stop a beacon. There's a beacon that is being sent out into outer space, where it's Maddie's girlfriend in 2069. She's made this beacon where she's trying to communicate to bring people down, aliens or whatever, any other species that are out there in the world. But Vampirella says she is so stupid because you cannot send a freaking beacon out there, because the ancients are going to find that beacon and the ancients are going to come to Earth and kill everybody. So there is a scene in the beginning of the book where Maddie Cireo is picking up Belial's ring, the demon ring, and he's looking down at it, and then when he puts it on, he like transforms into a goth vampire. And then he goes over to his girlfriend's work, where he puts like a mind control over everybody, so nobody knows that he's there except for him and Sasha, his girlfriend. And he's trying to tell Sasha that she needs to stop the beacon because of what's going to happen. But she wants no part of him because of what happened a few nights ago. He was not very good to her. He did some things that nobody should ever do to a female. And she keeps on telling him about it. And she's pretty damn pissed off because she found out that he is a vampire and that he is Vampirella's son, the Witch of Ashtrone. So she, kicks him out of her work, her lab. And as he goes now he's going to go have a one-on-one with his mother, Vampirella. And now Vampirella, all the gloves are off because she's spilling the beans on everything. She lets Maddie Cireo know that she is the one that introduced Maddie to Sasha, his girlfriend, because she knew about the beacon being made and she wanted him to end up killing her so that the beacon can't get put out and these ancient ones can't get that beacon and get, a freaking roadmap right to Earth, where there's going to be a big old war for Earth. And so Maddie is pretty freaking pissed as he's got the demon ring on his hand, and Vampirella says, "Are you going to try to use that ring on me? Do you hate me, Maddie? Because it takes hate for that ring to work." And then she's also telling him how many years it took for her to actually love him, because when he was a baby, he was stolen by her evil twin, Draculina, the blonde one. And it took years for her to finally get Maddie back. And then Maddie looks up at Vampirella and says, "Well, she was the only one I loved, and she says, "If you say her word, don't you dare say her word." Because of the big old conflict between Maddie thinking that Draculina was his real mother that raised him and not Vampirella. And so Vampirella is pretty damn pissed. And this stuff happened in issue number 666, where she was able to get Maddie back. And I believe they sent Vampirella, into like some farmland. They ripped the vampire out of her, so now she's only human. And now they are in the Tower of Ashtrone that has a force field around it. And then all the rage and the hatred of Maddie builds up with them talking about Draculina. He's able to use the ring on Vampirella, but all it does is takes the force field down and creates a portal. And that portal is going to be used to go to our present time. So Maddie goes back out of the future, back in time. But what happens is that Vampirella is saying, "What are you doing? You don't understand. Your girlfriend Sasha is the beacon," as Sasha turns into the beacon. And then now we cut back to the homecoming where Maddie goes back down to earth in the present time, and he walks into where Draculina is at, and he starts telling her who he is, and she starts to remember. And that's the end of the issue. And I know Christopher Priest does a lot of freaking convoluted storylines, so I try to tell you that in the most straightforward way that I possibly could. I did leave out a lot. This was pretty much a non-spoiler review, but it kind of gives you an idea of what is going on with Vampirella right now. She's the Queen of Ashtrone. She's killed millions of people. Maddie wants to stop her. He gets put back in time. So you think he's going back in time to when he was a baby to see if he can try to change Vampirella so she doesn't become the Witch of Ashtrone. But this is absolutely a crazy freaking story. Honestly, I'm digging it. This is number 5 of starting our run all the way up to 700. So it says it's issue number 5, but it started at 666. This is on 680. So they're going all over the place, but this is actually only number 5 of that. I think what the Legacy run is doing, they're adding in the Tom Sagoski runs that's going on right now, the Armageddon one. I think that's being put into the Legacy run. But yeah, issue 5 of this new story making its way up to 700. We're going to see where it goes. I'm loving it though. I'm actually there was a couple issues back that didn't really dig it, but that's what it does. It takes Christopher Priest 5 issues, and it's 4 issues, 5 issues in, and he really pulls you in. And so that's what's probably good about reading Priest's run with Vampirella, is maybe try to read 5 of them at a time, because that makes more sense instead of trying to wait a month or 2 months to read a little chapter like this. But I definitely dig it. The story right now is a solid 8 out of 10. The art, again, is an 8 out of 10. I can't wait to see where it goes. I'm always looking forward now to reading new Vampirella books from Christopher Priest. So yeah, there we go. I know this is a little bit of a different type of review than I normally do. If you want more storytelling reviews, go ahead and hit that freaking playlist, because I got a bunch of them. And since it is Halloween, if you stuck around to the end, you can watch my freaking I got the first death of Laurie Strode from Halloween, and we also got Halloween Night Dance up on the channel. We'll leave them in the description down there. So if you want to really check out a cool Michael Myers story, a Halloween one from Devil's Due, go ahead and click on that one, dude. I did it last year as a special. Man, thank you all for joining me, Triple B, in a Haunted Basement studio. And I want you guys to remember one thing: you keep it haunted. Comics. Laters.